the car brand tier list. Now, this is going to be a kind of test on my microphone, and that is why I'm doing it on my camera. That's why I'm just recording my screen with a camera. I didn't mean to smack my laptop there, but that is the main reason I'm doing this with my camera and I'm not just screen recording this, is because I want to test out my microphone's ability, and I'm not at the level of complete everything, like making videos like that. But this is the car tier list. I tried to making some TikTok videos on it, right? But they're just way too much, and I want to explain like my thought and process behind every single thing I do. Alright, so I'm going to completely restart, and this is my reasoning and thought behind each thing. So first off, we are going to have Fiat. So Fiat, they're a great company. They make cars that are great in the past, but they've really messed up. I haven't seen a Fiat that'd be like, yeah, I'd actually go out and buy that. So for that reason, I'm only gonna give them a D, because there's like that one sports car they have. Actually, I'm gonna boost it up because of all the other brands they have with them, like Ferrari, and I'm just gonna give them a boost because of that, and for that reason alone. Second off, we have Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo, their new SUV and the new Quattrofoglio, and all the cars they made in the past are amazing. I feel like they could do a little bit better with like reliability and stuff, but Alfa Romeo as a brand is very, very solid. Now, people are going to be mad at this, but I'm going to put Acura on the same level, and for the fact that Acura, like, they've made some really amazing cars, and now they're making luxury cars that are reliable and not overly expensive. So definitely a main reason to put them there. But I would put them higher. There's nothing that they really made that was new and exciting. They made the NSX, and that was a complete fail, honestly. Amazing looking car, an amazing car, but I feel like it just didn't work out for them. Citroen, I have no knowledge about them. I'm going to be real. We don't get them in America. It's a French company, I believe, and due to the emissions and regulations and stuff, we don't get them, so I'm going to give them an F. People are going to be mad at me for that. Chevy is going to be a B. They've had issues in the past. They're still an amazing company. They got bailed out by the government, and the simple fact that they don't have as much heritage as Ford does. I'm going to be real. That is a big factor. I can't put them on the same level. Their Camaro, their new Corvette is amazing. They messed up the Camaro, but they've done very, very good with the Camaro. Their trucks are solid, and overall as a brand, they've done really, really well for themselves. Celine, I'm gonna give them an F, and I'm gonna give them an F because they have put no process of anything. I don't know if they went bankrupt or not. I'm gonna have to Google that real quick. Let's go through. Did Celine? Because if they did, then that's gonna. Because there's no way they did, because they have the new Raptor, right? So there's a Celine. What did I do? Okay. Obviously, they have the new Celine Raptor, and they haven't pushed that out as much, so I would give them an F, but I'm going to give them a D simply because of the fact that they do have cars, and everyone knows what the S7 is, but it's like they could push a lot more. Volkswagen Automatic A, they own everything, they're on the top, they make the Golf R's. A lot of cars we don't get here, and I feel like they're on top of everything, but I would give them the top class. But everything that happened recently with the Dieselgate and all of that, they're going to have to go a tier down because of that, honestly. Oldsmobile is going to be, they made great cars, but they're out of business. And if we're looking at like the cars that they made amazing cars. Like the Cutlasses, they all looked amazing, but they're out of business now, so there's not much they can do. Honda's gonna have to be above Acura for the simple reason that all the new cars that they make, they're still getting attention. People are buying Hondas like crazy. Their reliability is awesome. Acura is the same company, but they do differ and they do have different things. So for that reason, and for the popularity of Honda, I'm gonna have to put them up there. Ferrari's a top tier brand. No matter what you say, their racing heritage, the cars they make are some of the most best cars in the world. They've been rated the best engine in the world, best motor in the world, several times with several different cars. You know, they make the big V12s. They make crazy types of cars. You know, they make everything from a 4-seater 2-door for the GTC Veloso, or the 2-door and the 2-door F12, or now the 812 Superfast, that just have massive V12s. They have cars that makes V8. They make cars that are like more everyday cars, like the California, and the new one is the Portofino convertibles. Like, Ferrari is on top. No disagreement there. Well, there is disagreement. Lincoln, you know, they made 2 cars, the Fenger and then the Hypersport. Other than that, they've got like nothing. I heard those cars are actually kind of trash. Obviously, I'm in no position to drive a car like that, but I just haven't heard good things about the cars, and I just, you know, they died. Like, the Fenger was supposed to be something special, and they never did anything. Hennessy's going to be in the same category, but Hennessy's got to be up more because they did set the world record for the fastest car. If we're counting like all the other crazy stuff to do with the Raptors and all of that, you know, they'd be on the very top. But they're not. Renault, we don't get them in America. And same with Peugeot, so I'm going to say that now. And I'm also going to put Mercury and Plymouth here automatically for the same reasons as Oldsmobile. They made great cars, but they went out of business, unfortunately. Is Hummer on here? They're not. I don't believe that they are. Alright, so Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce is definitely one of the top. You know, they're not at the very top because they do get triumphed, and they're BMW now, which is a great thing. Honestly, it's a great thing for them. But to reach the top, they would have to, for Rolls-Royce to reach the top, honestly, if they stayed British, but also at the same time they make amazing cars. Like, I want to put them at the top, but I just don't think that they can compete with the other cars at the top level, and for the prices they're charging for their cars also. Like, that's another reason not everyone can afford a Rolls-Royce, and their depreciation factor. Like, no one can afford a new Rolls-Royce, but then anyone can almost afford like the $20,000 Rolls-Royces, or someone with like an average person can afford to buy a Phantom, which is a great thing, but it's like putting the brand at more of a decline because they're charging such high prices for the cars originally, if that makes any sense. Mazda, people are going to be mad at that, but for the simple fact that they made the Miata. I don't like the new Miatas because apparently manuals are hard to come by, and honestly the Miata's like been a slow car. It's a great track car. The Cup cars, they're amazing. Other than the Miata, they made the RX-7, which was amazing. They made all these fun cars before, and now they make the Mazda 3. But other than that, there aren't too many cars that they make that are appealing to buy, and I kind of feel like they're underrated in that reason, and I feel like I don't know the brand as well as other people do, but for that reason I'm giving them a C. Infiniti, like, they make the mom SUV, which is great. Alright, so my card filled up there. I'm going to be doing these a lot faster because I don't have enough time, and I feel like my microphone is messing up. Shelby, no question, their cars amazing. I love their cars, but I can't put them on the top because everyone's going to hate me for that. I'm definitely going to put Ram on top because they're newer trucks. They're amazing, and they're simply just great cars. You know, I want to put Audi on a higher level, but they're kind of slacking in the recent, and they're nowhere close to where Mercedes is. Mercedes is always is there. Mercedes and BMW are triumphing. Audi made like the R8, but other than that, I feel like people look more towards them because the M cars and then the AMG cars are way more highly rated than the RS cars are, if that makes sense. Kia, they make the Stinger, but they're not on any level to be put any higher than this. I'm putting them with Lykan, with Lykan, I believe, which their company only makes 2 cars, and Kia makes like millions of dollars of sales. And I'm gonna put Maserati here simply because of reliability. Porsche's on top, no question. Reliability and the fact of depreciation, crazy on most cars. Hyundai, they make one car that's appealing, and that's the Veloster. But that car they did a very good job with recently. TVR, I'm gonna give them a fail just because of the Griffith. Like, we haven't seen anything about it other than that. Like, they do make really good cars, so I feel bad. I'm gonna put them one up. But the Griffith, they've been slacking. Lancia, they make one of my favorite cars of all time. I'm not sure if they make new cars anymore. I don't even know if we get them in America, but they make one of my favorite cars of all time. I can't put them any higher, unfortunately. Ford is going to be on the same level because they're racing heritage. Everything they've done, they make the Ford GT, they make the Mustang, they've made the F-150s, and they make they've made like cop cars for forever now. And the simple fact, the Javelin was made by American, but other than that, they didn't have it. Actually, I'm gonna put them down one even. Lexus, no question, it's up here. It's definitely higher than Acura. They're making amazing cars, no doubt about that. Lotus is gonna go one tier under because they make great cars, but they're making a comeback. They're underrated though. Jaguar, give them a C right now because I don't know what Jaguar is trying to do, honestly. Same with BSA Mono. They only make one car, which is amazing, but they only make one. GMC is no question up here. GMC and Chevy, you can argue they're the same thing, but GMC has made... Actually, I'm going to put them a tier down because I haven't seen too much from them recently. They used to make like the Cyclone and the Typhoon, which were amazing cars, and you know, they're very similar to Chevy in very many ways, so I feel like it'd be fair to put it there. Jeep, not a big Jeep fan, but they've done bits. They've done an amazing job at like marketing and everything, so definitely putting it up there. Volvo in America died as a company. Okay, so my card filled up again, but I had to completely go with that. So Volvo, they've made fantastic cars in the past, but newer Volvo doesn't really exist, honestly. Actually, the Polestars, I completely forgot about that. Because of that, I'm going to move to up one. But they need to do a better job of, honestly, just bringing awareness to people, because they make the Polestar, which is an amazing car, and their newer cars have been amazing. And I just feel like people need to get out more, because I completely forgot about like them as a brand. Their cars are fantastic, honestly, but they're just kind of like underrated, super underrated. Buick, they've made one good car, honestly, and it was the Regal. Other than that, they appeal to the older generation, so I'm not gonna fail it because they're doing fantastic marketing, right? So they're doing their marketing is like absolutely like great, fantastic, and for that reason, they're not failing, but they're not winning either, if that makes sense. Alright. Yeah, so Buick appeals to the older people, and they're a fantastic company. They've made a ton of money. Tesla, I think we can agree they have led revolution, and they deserve 100% to be on top, because Elon Musk, agree with him and what he's doing with his cars, if you like them, if you don't like them. Tesla has started something, and for that reason, they have to be put on the top. So Caterham, I don't know much about the brand, honestly. I know they do make a couple cars, like race oriented stuff. So I'm gonna put it in the C because I don't know about it. Being American, I don't think we get it in America. They do have Hummer there. So Hummer, as a brand, it should be here. Okay, because of everything that happened, and they went bankrupt because they stopped selling for the things they did. I love Hummers. I would I want one so bad, but they went like down as a brand. Holden, we don't get it in America, so it's a fail. Honestly, if we got them in America, it would be a different story. So Bugatti, all right, Bugatti, no question, no question, no question. They're at the top. They make some of the most expensive cars in the world, but they make the best cars in the world. The Veyron basically led to like all this insanity that's happening this year. Not Corona, but like in the past years, like the Koenigsegg's and all of that. Like the hypercar tier. When you think hypercar, you think Bugatti, and that's just something we have to acknowledge. Toyota, they've made fantastic cars in the past. I don't like the cars they're making right now. And that's a personal opinion. I'm not going to put them on the same tier as Honda. They make reliable, super reliable cars. But for the simple fact that they're like all, actually I'm going to bump them up because they're Tundra and they're Tacoma TRD. But they're slacking a little bit. I kind of wish they would make something sporty that's not super expensive. The Avalon TRD is super expensive. I wish they would, like, the 86 is cool, but the Supra wasn't what we expected. Fantastic car, but it's not really much of a Toyota. I really wish they did something like a Corolla, like Sport, with like a turbo 4-cylinder or something like that. Opel, I don't even, like, there's the Opel Z car. I don't think we get these in America. I don't even know if they make new cars. They're not a fail, but I mean, I'm gonna put Dodge a tier down because they've had their issues in the past, and I'm gonna move Ram right alongside with them. And I know people are gonna get really mad at me, but Ram is a truck company and they can't compete to Ford because Ford is not just trucks. Dodge makes the Demon, they make all of those cars, but at the same time they make, like, I don't know. Dodge is little. I'm gonna move Dodge up. I'm gonna move Dodge up because no question they're making really hard cars. Abarth, I think I'm just gonna leave it here because honestly I don't even know a lot of cars they make. I know they're very similar with Fiat. Okay, this company, I don't even know if it exists anymore. They made the one car and I literally could not tell you the name of the car if I did not look it up. So I could, it's like the Eagle Town. But other than that, I don't even know if any cars they make. Pagani, no question, it's at the top. Like, beautiful cars, beautiful sounding cars. The cars are work of art. They're literally perfection. This is Ariel, right? Not the motorcycle brand, but the other brand. I'm gonna put them here. Like, they make the Nomad, which is a crazy car, and they make the other one, the Atom. But other than that, it's not. It's like a very, I want to say, small brand, even though I might be wrong and they might have more. McLaren, no question, they're at the top alongside all the other top tier brands. Audi should be up there, honestly, but I feel like they need to do a little bit more. Nissan, they make the GTR. In the past, they have made amazing cars, and I'm putting it here because the only cool car they make is, like, they make the 380. I'm excited for the new 400 or 380. If they go with a 400 name, we're gonna see. That's gonna be interesting, but we're gonna see how that plays out. But other than that, like the Ultimas, the Sentras, they made the Juke, they made the Murano convertible. Like, they've done some questionable things. Subaru, they make some of the most highest crash test cars. They make the Subaru WRXs, they make the Imprezas, they make the Forester. Subaru is just very solid overall, and no one can deny that. Range Rover, due to reliability and all of that, they make fantastic cars. Their old cars are really cool. I'm really confused what Jaguar and Range Rover are going to do in the future, but we'll see. I put Jaguar down here because yeah, they shouldn't be here. They should be up more. They should be up one. But very confused at what they're trying to do. Range Rover is gonna have to go up more, up one, because they made the Defender back, which was cool, and they're coming back Saab. I'm sorry, I don't care. Mini, they've made questionable cars. I like the old ones. They're kind of a run-of-the-mill company. Sorry, but like, they make the convertibles and they're like cute little cars. The old ones are cool, and I love how people are using the old ones and making them electric. That's super cool. But the new like Countryman or whatever just isn't doing. And that's my list. Comment below what you would change or like what you think differently. Go ahead and roast my choices. I feel like this is a very solid list for what I have. I was kind of thinking more towards where it should be more than personal opinion, and obviously people are gonna have their personal opinion, but my opinion would be very staggered from this. But I had to give companies the benefit of the doubt. I was trying to just do what a logical person would do, and what we saw. You know, Tesla, for me, I would put it a lot lower, but for the simple fact that they're leading everything, I have to put it on top. Bugatti would be there. Bugatti, all the companies that are on the top would be there. A company I realized that wasn't on here, they didn't put Lamborghini on here, which was interesting. What other companies? Let's see, they didn't put. They put Shelby, but they didn't put Lamborghini. They didn't put Chrysler. Chrysler's not on here from what I see. Yeah, Chrysler's not on here. Yeah, I'm just blanking right now. But there are definitely more companies that could have been on here instead of the companies that were here. This is a very weird list of companies, and I need to experience more of this bottom row. Holden, I love their cars, but I have to fail them because I want a Ute so bad that I can't get one unless I pay a ton of money to import and all of that and redo the chassis. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope the audio was okay, because it's probably gonna be messed up. I'm gonna be real, but I hope everything is alright. So yeah, I got a microphone. Cool. I'll be uploading more videos very, very soon. Hopefully I can get the mic to fully work. That's the thing. Alright, cool.